Hi, good morning, Floss Tube World. Today is Sunday, March the 2nd. My name is Tricia. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, you are so welcome. I hope you see something that you like and you will come back and follow me. And if you've come back, I'm really happy to see you and to have you back. Now I have my cat trying to scratch the door down. Let me just go and get him. Okay, Jack. Come on in. You come in? Okay. I opened the door to let him in. His name is Jack. He's a rather large cat. But he wanted to come in and see who I was talking to, probably. So I apologize for that, because right now we're in take 3. So I wasn't going to start it all over again. So Jackie's here. Whether he'll come up, I don't know. If he does come up, he's going to knock everything flying. So let's hope he doesn't. Okay, Jack. All right. Let's make a start, finally. So what I have for you today, I have a finish. Yay! I have a potential new start. Well, it is a new. I'm going to start it today. And then I have all my whips in between. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start with my whip go numbers. I can't remember what they were, 7 and 8. So it'll be the whip goes that I start with first of all. And the first one I have is, it's a full coverage, and it's called the Nutcracker. It's by Artisy. And get the fabric going. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. I'm sorry, you can see the reflection of the houses in the background. But yeah, that's a Nutcracker. I managed to get 1,529 stitches on this one. So this is where we are. It's hard to see the stitching, but I went all the way across here. I completed the first page and then I stitched across there. There, you can see it a little closer. This is being stitched on 20 count, 2/1, I believe, using DMC. At least I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think it's 2/1. Yeah, I really love this one. Here it is again. I thought I'd put the Santa needle minder with it. It's more appropriate. Yeah. So that's my Nutcracker. The next one, which is that came up on my whip go, was What Remains, which is one of the ones that I have that is close to a finish. I'm sorry, I haven't ironed anything. I'm sorry. So this is where we are with this one. I am getting really close. Now I need to do all the specialty stitches. All down here and across here. And there's a border that goes at the bottom here of satin stitch. And I think there's satin stitch in these up here. So this is what it'll look like when it's finished. So I have all these little like buds, red buds to go on all the way around. And then there's satin stitch in that I've got to fill in here, which is pretty easy. And then this down here is also satin stitch. I left the same date in because this is when my mum passed away, because this is for my mum, a tribute to her. So yeah. So I'm getting close. I want to get this finished this year, and I think I will. I'm pretty sure I will. I'm not sure what the stitches are. They could be Smirnoff. It's not Smirnoff, that's vodka. It's those crosses. Yeah, Smyrna crosses are the buds that go all the way around, are these buds here, which aren't too bad to do. So yeah, so I'm happy with the progress on that. I got 888 stitches in this one. And that was kind of chipping away over a 3-day period. This, in February, there were 3 days that I didn't get to stitch for one reason or another. It's just the way it goes sometimes. And the next one I have is, oh, I gotta find it. It's another Heaven and Earth design. It is called, it's an ornament. It's called Winter, what is it called? Spirit of Winter Robin by Ciro Marchetti, and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is the one here. He is very, very cute. On this one, on the robin, let me see how much I got. I got 1,340 stitches. I'm sorry, there's a hanging thread. There's not a huge amount to see right now. That's all I have done. It's quite a bit more than I had done last time. I'm trying to see if I got it the right way up. So before, I did this little bit before, and then I did this. And this is 25 count 1/1, just Lugana. So yeah, I'm getting there slowly. The next one in my whip go is, so that was two, because in my whip go I'm kind of working 2 boards. My board is, oh, it's not up, I took the board down, sorry. I have 2 boards going. One is all a full coverage and the other one are just basically projects that I want to complete this year, if I can, or get close to a finish, and just general bits and pieces that I'm stitching. So this next one is called Peace and Light. It's by Satsuma Street. The designer is Jody Rice. It's very pretty and it's colourful, but I'm stitching it on the Coolful fabric, and I have to say I have a hate-hate relationship with this fabric. I've started it 3 times trying different fabrics. This is I think it's an 18 count Picture This Plus. I'm trying to find the sticker for it, and of course I can't when I want to. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's 18 count Mystic by Picture This Plus, and I really don't like stitching on Ada, and I struggle to find the holes on this, and I don't like the Krynic on this, the metallics. So this is how far I've got. On this one I put 1,221 stitches on it, in it. I am trying to get it to a finish. I'm kind of changing things as I go. Oh, I hope you could see that. I don't know if you could see that. So I'm changing things like the metallics. I'm just swapping them out for just either a gold DMC or something. Someone suggested to use the étoile, so I'll take out the gold that I have in the Star of David and try the étoile in there and see how it looks. But yeah, that's where I am with this one. So those are all my whip goes for last month. Okay, so this is basically my general stitching, and I think I'm going to get the big one out of the way. So I stitch on my large Haid. This is my lifetime piece because, yeah, hopefully I'll get it finished in 9 years, I'm thinking, if I can stick to what I'm doing. It's called The Better to See You With. That is it. I'll try and cover that a bit. I just love this. It is a huge piece. As you can see at the bottom, it's 671 by 825 stitches. Yeah, so I stitch on this every day, and I was working out the other day, how am I going to achieve this? So every month that there's 31 days in the month, I'm going to stitch on the 31st day just on this design. This design is by the Cross Stitch Studio, but I don't know who the artwork is. Anyway, it was charted by the Cross Stitch Studio. So every 31st, I will stitch on it for a full day. I also have it on my whip go, so when it comes up on the whip go, I get 3 days. Other than that, I stitch 180 stitches a day, just to make sure that I get it finished within 9 years. If I just do 180 stitches a day, I will complete it in just around 9 years. So with the extra, then I should be okay. So this is where it's at. Whoa. I'm not used to doing these big ones, but here it is. I've finished the very first page, and I'm starting on the second one here. I'm coming down, so this was page 1, and now this coming down is page 12. And then I don't know how I'm going to stitch it, because all up here is sky, and then all the way down in the middle it's green. So yeah, I'd love to just get to Red Riding Hood and do her, but yeah, no, I'm forcing myself to stitch it. So I'm thinking on page 12 I will hit some of the green down just here, starting on the wolf's ear. I'm trying to cover up that bit. Yeah, it is so cute. I just love this. So yeah, that's my lifetime project. I have several other full coverage pieces. I enjoy full coverage, but I also enjoy lots of other stitching too. So anyway, next up we have 12 Days of Christmas by Bothy Threads, and I have just in the month of February I completed this block. So the plan is to complete a full block every 2 months, and it should be done by Christmas. I have a problem in this block, so I have to take the stitching out. So I'm kind of stitching this way, and then I'll finish that one off. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll stitch here and then here. Yeah, not sure which block I'm going to do. I can do this one or this one next. So right now there's hanging thread because I've got to unpick. I've got a frog. That frog visited me and it really put me off on this piece, that I didn't pick it up for a while. But it has that metallic in it. I didn't realise. So anyway, this is where I am at the moment. This is how far I've got, and I just finished this one at the bottom. So yeah, I mean, it's looking good. So I'll be giving this one away when I'm done. I'd like to know, you know, when you have projects that are hanging around for quite a while that weren't quite what you expected when you got them, but I'm a bit stubborn. I will continue. I will finish it no matter what. The Peace and Light one, the Satsuma Street. Yeah, I could just put that in a very long time out, but I want to get it finished and get it off my plate. That's how I feel about it. But it's difficult to really gain some momentum when they come up in your rotation, because you don't really want to stitch on it. So I have to force myself. Is anybody else like that? Do you force yourself to stitch on things that you don't fully want to stitch on? I do. Well, okay, this next one, even though it's almost the end of the winter, I suddenly decided, because we had a lot of snow last month, that I would have, what do they call it? I will stitch on this one every time it snows. So this is the one. It's by Shannon Christine. It's called Falling Snow. Very appropriate. And so I've left it in the Q-snap, which is something I never do. So I put in just over 100 stitches on this, and I just started down here because I've got one full page finish, and then so up to there, and then I stitched here. It's very pretty, I have to say. This is on a 28 count Lugana of some sort. I don't know where I got it from. I'm really bad at that, actually. I tried to make some kind of an effort on it, but some things I know and some things I don't know. So I promise to get better in the future. And I can't get it back in its little bag. Okay. I'm trying to put things back in the bag as I go, because that will make my life easier. The next one up I have is my Modern Folk embroidery. This is the general chart, but you can change things. I did a different tree in the center. This is another focus on a finish this year. I got 747 stitches into this. It is quite a large piece, so I'm going to have to roll myself back and hopefully, oh, upside down. This is where I'm at with it. But there's a lot of stitching at the bottom. So what I stitched, because it's easier to show here, I'm stitching this bit here and I'm coming down here. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of stitching here, but I guess not as much as the whole piece. and I'll probably change these bits out here. The tree that I did, let me just make sure I show you the correct one, and that isn't it. So this is the tree that is in mine. This is the original, I believe. Yeah, but this is the one I put in. And so I'm going to change this bit here and these bits here to go with my tree in the middle. So that's the plan. So not really too many stitches last month. I'm not sure if I put it into stitch on this month. Probably. It's amazing, like last month there was, obviously it was February, there was only 28 days, but those 2 or 3 days that are missing make a big difference to how much you can get done in a month. Yeah, my stitch count is down. Like I said, 3 days I didn't stitch. January there was 1 day I didn't stitch, and I'm sure there are going to be days this month with family get-togethers and things like that. So, you know, you can't, you know, your family is everything. So anyway, up next is pandemic, also a focus for me. Is all of my 2022 pieces that are a focus this month. And I think I've missed one. Yeah, I have. Oh well. This is pandemic. Everybody's seen this. I am now on page 4. So I'm kind of, wow, I'm here. I'm in here, just there. That's where I stitched. I put in 839 stitches. I really wish I could stitch faster, but I'm sure most of you feel that way. This is a huge piece. So let me get it the right way up. Oh. Obviously I folded it right where I'm stitching. So this is where it's at, and this is where I put the stitches in. This is page 4. My goal is to finish up page 5 this month, so this year. So it will be the whole top row that will be completed. But it's looking so nice. Look at that. I stitch it on 12 weight sulky. And I don't actually stitch it so you get a big variegation in it, but I like it as it is. It's like a denim blue kind of look. It's very nice. So this is, the fabric is a 28 count Lugana, and I just stitch 1/2. So yeah, it's coming along. If I'd really thought about it, because I just jump into things, especially when I only just started stitching, like fully stitching in June of 2022. This was one of my first pieces. I should have put more thought into it, because I would have used like a navy blue or something for the little animals and things that are in there. I am kind of thinking about, I might do that going forward and then frog out the ones I've already done and restitch them, because I'm just in the early stages really. So I could do that, or I could just leave it as a monochrome, completely monochrome. I'm dying to get another long dog, the new normal for sure, because that has so many meanings these days. Well, I live in Canada, and if you watch the news at all, it's pretty challenging at the moment in Canada, but not as challenging as it is in the US. But we'll leave it right there, because this is all about stitching. So yes, I would like the new normal, but maybe I'll get that chart this year, and but I won't start it straight away. I have a number of new starts that I'd like to get going, but I'm kind of hesitant. I have a lot of whips, about 55, 56 whips, so it's a lot. Okay, this is the last one I have to show you right now. This is my Union Jack. Here it is. Oh. Let me get the picture so you can, the photo so you can see it. This is by a chart by Vivian Powers. There's a lot of them of all the different flags. I'm from the UK originally, but now I do have the Canadian flag, and I kind of wish I'd started that now due to the current climate. But maybe I'll start that this year too. But yeah, they're all Quakers, and it's just gorgeous. I love this one. This I started, I don't know when I started it actually, last year. Yeah, the beginning of the year last year. I love it so much that, yeah, I like to stitch on it each month. I just finished the first page, and this is what I have so far. This is on a 28 count Lugana. I changed the grey because it was so light, you couldn't really, there was not a lot of definition with the Quakers, the background Quakers, and the white fabric. So I darkened the grey, and I changed this colour too to a more of a royal blue, which is in the flag. So I'm really loving how this has come out. When you hold it up like this and you see it, yeah, that's really nice. So that's coming along. It's a very large piece. It's very wide. So yeah, this is how wide it is. It's a big piece of fabric, but not very, actually it's not very deep. So I think it's only another one of these down here, and that's how deep it is. It's wider than it is long. So that's my Union Jack. Okay, let's just fold it up, get it in the bag, just to make it easier for me. So how many stitches on this one? 967. All right. So, okay, that's my whips. I do have one more, but I didn't get it out, so I'm sorry. I'll show it you when I next film, which will be on the 15th of March. So what I want to do right now, so in my whip go this month, ironically, I got my Better to See You With, my huge Heaven and Earth design. So with each whip go number, I stitch 3 days. So because I changed the way I'm working on this big one, it will get 4 days, which is good. I'm not complaining about that. I enjoy stitching on it. It'll get 4 full days plus 180 stitches for the rest of the time. The next one up I have is Anne Oliver. It's a Heaven and Earth design. This is actually my namesake, because my maiden name was Oliver and my middle name is Anne. So I had to stitch this. I haven't got very far with it. Oh my goodness, I can't even remember. I haven't stitched on this in so long. I have no idea what the fabric is. It could be a Bestitch Me 32 count linen, like caramel or something. I'm not sure, but this is what I have so far, which is basically nothing. I think I started this in 2022. I do have it written down somewhere in a journal somewhere. Yeah. So I will be stitching 3 days on this. I use the Cord 4 silks and NPIs, 103s, whatever's called for, but it's really pretty. So that's a whip go. My other whip goes are the Winter Robin that you already saw, and of course my large Hade. So I had a free spot because I'd already finished the project that was in that spot. So what I decided to do, I'll have a new start, right? I've been waiting to start this. I was going to start it at Christmas, but because we had a postal strike, I didn't get my fabric. This is Joy by Ori TM. So I'm going to start this. So you'll see. So this will get 3 days on it, which is decent as a start, right? So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm excited about my stitching for next month. And now I come to my finish. Dum dum dum, drum roll. I'm not sure when I started it. It was in 2022. It probably would have been, I don't know, no, not October. I started it before then. I was away and in the UK, so I probably started it around August time. This is the Halloween Quaker by Lila Studios. I finished it. This is 40 count Stormy Night. And I stitched it 1/2 using all the called for flosses. Look at that. Yay. So that was a focus on a finish this year, and I got it done. So I'm very happy about that. I did kind of work out how many finishes I could possibly get this year, but I've forgotten the number already. It's early in the morning, folks. What can I say? Okay. So the only thing I have left is haul, and I'm really cutting down on what I'm buying this year, which my husband will probably laugh about. But anyway, I did get some of the animal crackers, and these are by Stacey Nash. So I finally got my hands on bobbin. I really would like a bobbin to sit him on. So I got bobbin. I've seen a few people stitch this. Amy, who loves, is it Amy? Who loves toads, is stitching this, and Colette the Highway Stitcher. This is so pretty. Symphony of Friendship by Cottage Garden Samplings. Trying to get the glare off. I purchased this one because I was worried that it'd go out of print. This is the Snow Queen by Nora Corbett. Yeah, so it's all about FOMO. The November Topaz Fairy, basically because that's when my birthday is. And also by Nora Corbett, obviously. And then this one is very pretty. The Petal Fairy by Nora Corbett. I have no idea when I will get to those or how I'm going to stitch everything that I have. So I am trying to kind of slow everything down because I've accumulated everything since 2022. At that time, I only had 2 projects. So prior to June of 2022, I had 2 projects. I now have 55 plus projects and so many charts. But hey, it's the fun of stitching. This is such a wonderful hobby. It's so relaxing. Yeah, so whatever. I have to try and get my granddaughters to stitch. All my grandsons. One of them was interested, but he's 13 now, so it's, yeah. He didn't even ask me when I saw him this week. So anyway. Okay, so that's it from me. I whizzed through that. It's 37 minutes in. I'm sorry if it was really fast. I don't really have any life updates. Not a lot going on around here. It's very quiet. I live in a community where there are a lot of snowbirds. So a lot of them are down south or in Europe right now. So it's pretty quiet. We've had a lot of snow, which was challenging when you're shoveling your driveway, which we made extra wide. In hindsight, that wasn't such a great idea when you're shoveling the snow. But anyway, yeah, so don't have a lot going on. Looked after my grandchildren on Thursday because their parents had gone to an event overnight. So, and they're pretty, 11 and 13, they do their own thing and they're pretty easygoing. So walked to school and walked home again, which was a new thing. So that was great. So yeah, that's it for me. I hope you have a lovely stitchy day today. It's Sunday. Everybody, for most part, everybody is off work. There are some people that work shifts, so maybe not. But I hope you have a really lovely day today. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks. I'll see you on March the 15th. Please come back and follow me and see how I do in my stitching. And take care. See you soon. Bye.